You think you know me.
Hello everyone, welcome back to WWE 2K14. In the last episode we completed WrestleMania 18 and today we are moving on to WrestleMania 19, starting with Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho.
Nobody was more excited to see HBK return to the ring than me.
Shawn Michaels is the world's champion! Do you believe in miracles?
A lot has happened between the two of us since you kicked me in the face. I've attacked you.
And a low blow by Jericho! Wild hair shot!
You've attacked me.
Shawn Michaels tattooed Jericho!
Come to this ring and speak to me face to face.
Ask and you shall receive!
I wanted to be just like you, Shawn. Pretty soon people were saying that I was gonna be the next Shawn Michaels. I grew out of wanting to be the next Shawn Michaels, and I concentrated on becoming the first Chris Jericho.
Oh my God! A chair shot right to the face of Shawn Michaels!
You tried to be the hero one too many times, Michaels!
Look out! Awesome sweet chin music! I'll see you at WrestleMania! So it's on! HBK! Chris Jericho at WrestleMania!
Chris Jericho, a man, takes responsibility for his actions.
I am better than you, Shawn.
A man doesn't hide underneath the ring and jump another man from behind.
I'm more charismatic than you, Shawn.
A man looks the other man in the eyes.
I want to end your career at WrestleMania!
Chris Jericho, get ready, because I'm coming to fight.
Alright, so we have to get Y2J to critical damage. That's gonna take a while. And then 2 hidden objectives.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
What a night this could be, King, for Chris Jericho. He was the first undisputed WWE champion. A kid that was actually born in New York City, and he grew up his whole life as a WWE fan. The one star his whole life that he emulated from day one is his opponent tonight.
So yeah. If I remember right, this was Shawn Michaels' first WrestleMania appearance after WrestleMania 14, maybe? I think it was 14 where he lost the title to Stone Cold. I can't remember though, and I'm too lazy to find out.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing 225 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Do you think that Shawn Michaels is ready to play? Oh, look at him! Shawn has always been a showstopper, but this match could be a show stealer. Arguably, both these men in different circles are considered pound for pound the best in the business. Shawn Michaels was the first ever Grand Slam champion, winning every major championship the WWE has to offer. A severe back injury that necessitated major surgery looked like it had ended Shawn's career right after WrestleMania 5 years ago.
Wow, he's back with a blast now. You know one thing about Shawn Michaels, he becomes a different man at WrestleMania.
Oh, they didn't actually say that, god damn it. Ah, no fireworks. Well tracked.
If one were to make a list of dream matches, this one would be very high on that list.
I'll tell you, JR, Chris Jericho has done everything he can to antagonize HBK. I mean, he went from telling him how much he idolized him as a kid to sabotaging HBK's Royal Rumble ambitions.
When you're talking about Jericho and HBK, you're talking about two men who are head and shoulders above the competition.
Oh, this one will be as close as it can get. These two are so evenly matched, so similar in styles. It's impossible for me to pick a winner.
But there can only be one winner.
The sound is echoing to the far reaches of this packed arena. You gotta wonder.
Light damage, excellent.
Entrance, with all the pyrotechnics, with these 54,000 plus fans on their feet, is all getting in the head of Chris Jericho.
No, I don't think you have to wonder. Chris Jericho feels that he's more charismatic than Shawn Michaels. He feels that his skills have surpassed those of Shawn Michaels. But when you hear 54,000 people roaring and standing on their feet for Shawn Michaels, it's got to give you second thoughts.
Shawn Michaels has made a career of being in this situation, with his back against a wall, competing with the best of the best on the grandest stage of them all. And yet he always finds a way to overcome any obstacle.
Well, they don't call him the showstopper for nothing, but at this point,
Shawn Michaels was at one time one of the most controversial figures in this business. He has had many life-changing situations. Today, he is a role model. He is a man that takes every day and counts his blessings. But boy, does Chris Jericho have an opportunity to further establish his legacy.
You've been around Jericho enough, JR, to know that if you're not talking about him, he ain't listening. Y2J goes to Lover's Lane by himself. I mean, he's full of himself. Simply put, he believes that he is better in every way than Shawn Michaels.
Chris Jericho is a world-class athlete, no question. He made a name for himself on a global stage and is now looking to cement his legacy as the man who retired. What we have here is a match where it's not about being the #1 challenger or Michaels moving in.
Look out! Oh, the tide of this match has just turned, JR.
Chris Jericho is a world-class athlete, no question.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is impersonation the most sincere form of flattery?
Not when you can do it better than the original. Sweet chin music.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Cover a tip, and Michaels kicked out of it.
We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain control? Without. That's it. He's done.
He's got his shoulders planted.
That's not how the match ended.
Here is your winner, Shawn Michaels.
What an effort. What a match.
I knew he would do it, JR.
Sunday night, March 30th, will be a night that Jericho and, I dare say, Shawn Michaels will never forget as long as they live.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at this.
I don't believe it, but I'm damn sure proud to see that.
Never trust those young lions.
What a blatant cheap shot. Now, you talk about being a sick, pathetic loser right here at WrestleMania after competing in a match, perhaps the match of Jericho's lifetime, and he ends it with a low blow. That's damn sure sad by Chris Jericho.
Well, it's frustration, JR. I mean, this match has been years in the making for Chris Jericho, and it just didn't turn out the way he wanted it to.
That was a quick match. Well, we got Jericho and Shawn Michaels. Right. The Rock vs Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's only the second match. I mean, there was a lot of good matches there. Triple H, Booker T, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle. Those two at least.
When Stone Cold Steve Austin walked away from WWE, shockwaves vibrated the foundation of the company.
7 months ago, I told my boss, Vince McMahon, to take this job and shove it. But Stone Cold Steve Austin got tired of sitting on his ass at the house, and everybody said, Austin can take his ball and go home.
But when the rattlesnake finally returned, he didn't come alone.
I didn't bring a ball with me. I brought a big fat can of whoop ass. And I can guarantee you that I am going to raise more hell than I've ever raised in my life.
Before the bionic redneck could reclaim his superiority, another superstar was out to challenge his legacy.
Austin, do you remember the last 2 times you went one-on-one with the great one? I whipped your ass not once, but twice. The Rock has done it all in this business.
The incomparable People's Champion. He's a leading man in Hollywood. Right.
The one thing that The Rock has not done is whoop that bald candy ass at WrestleMania.
The stage was set for the greatest rivalry in WWE history to enter Act 3.
It's like a cancer in the soul of The Rock. He has never beaten Stone Cold at a WrestleMania. It'll be The Rock. It'll be Austin one-on-one at WrestleMania.
Alright, WrestleMania moment and 3 hidden objectives.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Miami, Florida, weighing 275 pounds, The Rock.
Arguably the greatest third-generation superstar in the history of our business. His late grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia, was a superstar. The Rock's father, Rocky Johnson, a tag team champion. This young man using the WWE to springboard to Hollywood stardom. But the one thing The Rock has never done, and I truly believe it's eaten him alive, King, is that on the grandest stage that our business has to offer, The Rock has never, ever defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin.
At WrestleMania, you're right. And you're right, I have to agree with you. I think The Rock is obsessed with that now. It's become his mission in life.
Alright, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin at 3.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He has earned the reputation as the toughest SOB in WWE. There is no one that has ever laced their boots any more intense, any more with a will to win than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, he's a rattlesnake, all right. He is one tough SOB.
Austin raised a country boy down in Texas. The rattlesnake grew up wanting to be here, wanting to do this. This is Austin's life. This is the rattlesnake's destiny. But the same can be said for The Rock. You can make a good point that who is the greatest WWE champion of all time? A lot of arguments, a lot of discussion can be had in that respect. But it very well could be one of these two men in the ring, and only time will tell. For the third time at WrestleMania, it's The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. If history is any indication, we are in for one hell of a fight.
The Rock just came back to the WWE after a 6-month absence. And it was a huge insult to The Rock with Stone Cold Steve Austin being named Superstar of the Decade by the WWE fans.
Stone Cold was right in the middle of showing his appreciation to the fans when The Rock interrupted him and challenged him to this match here tonight.
Austin has had The Rock's number at WrestleMania, and The Rock will move heaven and earth to erase that fact. Man, DDT'd right on his face.
Oh, he got it.
A spectacular counter by Stone Cold
I'm
Steve
recording
Austin.
this, by the way, on the night of WrestleMania. So, yeah, that's happening. There we go. Here's the DDT.
These two have battled for
So yeah, can't wait for
30
WrestleMania 31.
years. Austin hosts two WrestleMania
There seems to be
appearances over
two
10
really
months.
interesting matches that actually worth watching.
3-0 tonight.
Oh, The Rock will do anything, I mean anything, to make sure he comes out on top tonight.
This is one of the great rivalries that in my 30 years in the business, I've had the privilege to witness.
I don't think The Rock can look back on his career with a clear conscience if he can't beat Stone Cold Steve Austin tonight. I really don't.
Alright, quick time event, where are you? The people's elbow, he connects.
With that elbow drop, Rock cut and only
Not even one count.
Stone Cold turns things around.
clothesline.
Damn, I haven't thought on reverse that.
Reversal.
Suplex.
A suplex like that takes a lot of power and delivers a lot of impact.
Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Yeah, nice counter, Stone Cold.
Great counter by The Rock.
Look out.
There we go.
The sharpshooters locked in. Very, very painful.
Oh yeah, move the controller down so the mic doesn't pick it up too badly. Hi.
Drops it. Austin's body has got to be racked in pain. But inside that ring, he'll never quit on you, folks. Stone Cold has never quit on any of us in his entire life.
Yeah, but this is WrestleMania, and The Rock is determined to beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Stone Cold may have to quit tonight. This may be the start.
The words "I quit" do not exist in Stone Cold Steve Austin's vocabulary. They didn't at WrestleMania 13 against Bret the Hitman Hart. And I can't see it happening here tonight. When Austin returned to WWE, the Rattlesnake promised to raise more hell than ever before. But this
Alright.
match can't be going the way Austin imagined it.
I tried to go for the rock bottom, so I guess that triggers this. Stunner!
We got a cover.
You'll have to do more than that to pull the government rule tough Steve Austin.
Call your friends. Let them know what's going on right now in this awesome match. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Right, hit the people's elbow. Alright, I'm doing it. Done. What do you mean that wasn't it? Right. Oh no, now you know what's the time for the most electrifying move in sports entertainment today. The people's elbow.
People's elbow.
My God almighty, go for the cover.
And he kicks out.
Man, The Rock is just relentless.
Boy, did he get dropped or what?
Oh, here he goes again. Another stunner.
What's he going for here?
Rock bottom. Rock bottom.
There's the cover.
And he gets
No, he kicks out.
Disbelief in the eyes of Stone Cold's opponent. Stone Cold's been dropped.
Well,
Could be huge.
a few knows I'm gonna drop. Just kidding.
Oh gosh. Hey, what do you want for your last meal?
The people's elbow.
Hey, he's going for it again.
Sharpshooter.
Textbook hold. And this is all.
Oh wait. No, he's not gonna quit.
Oh my God. Oh God.
And boom.
And down goes Austin.
He sees it.
Get up. 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 No, he counters my rock bottom. God damn it. Damn it. Ah, not even a 2 count. And break your neck.
I certainly applaud The Rock and being multifaceted and being a star in Hollywood. I just don't think that our fans share that sentiment.
Well, The Rock has proven that he can do it all. WWE, movies, TV, you name it. The Rock is the total package.
That very reason might be The Rock's undoing, King.
Another spine buster. I'm flexing the muscle because that's what Rock did at Royal Rumble. Rock bottom! A third rock bottom! And what? He's completely dead. He shouldn't be able to keep kicking out. Fine, I'll break your legs then.
Another one. Did you hear how his leg connected? Knocked into the middle of next week.
A massive shot with force and velocity.
Spinebuster.
Yet another spine buster. I think this is actually is the third rock bottom I'm hitting, so I'm keeping accurate at least. So what do you know, it took 3 rock bottoms to beat Stone Cold.
Here is your winner, The Rock.
Seeing is believing, and we all saw it. We saw The Rock do what you thought couldn't be done, JR. Admit it. These 54,000 people thought it couldn't be done. They turned their backs on The Rock, and they thought he'd sold out. But The Rock finally beat the rattlesnake at WrestleMania.
But stay tuned for the other 2 main events. I think, in my opinion, the best WrestleMania I've seen, hands down, 19. So this one. Well, The Rock WrestleMania Arena. And that does it for this episode. Next time we'll be moving on to WrestleMania 20, where it all starts again.